Yeah?
Yeah, good enough.
All right. Good enough. The motto of excellence. G'day, everyone. Welcome to 20s for Days, the show where a bunch of dickheads get together, role play, roll virtual dice, and fight horrendous Australian internet issues. I'll be your Dungeon Master for this evening as we continue our mini-series that is Underbed, a place where toys come to life, monsters under the bed exist, and all semblance of decency apparently was not included in the box. Joining me, as always, is our intrepid adventurers from the Toy Box. Starting off tonight, we have Nathan.
Hey, I'm Nathan. I'm playing Butcher. Clearly the true
Moral
hero
compass.
of the story. Yeah. Ready to face any challenge thrown at him unless it's difficult.
Yeah, that was solid.
Yes.
Oh,
Fun fact about Butcher for this week is that he has a half brother in another house, which is next door to Billy and Cecilia.
I was about to say,
Is
we're
that
not
the
going down
Mexican
this
house?
rabbit hole again.
He's no. He's not a Mexican. He's not in the Mexican house.
The
He's
other
one.
house.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Addy.
I'm Addy playing Reddy Tuxpan, musical bear extraordinaire.
He's done it.
I wish I had a thing, but I honestly can't think of a thing and haven't thought of anything all day, so skip.
Jake.
Wow. Jake playing Chip the Potato. Fun fact, I intentionally hide my arms, eyes, ears, nose, everything, thereby forcing Cecilia's mother to buy spare parts and increasing my arsenal.
Wait, are you the big
Nice.
bad evil guy?
Yeah,
That's
I
brilliant.
think it's Hannah or Hannah.
No.
Hey, Chip can make another chip out of chip limbs.
And of,
Oh, yeah.
and of course, the moral compass of our group
Hang
at
on.
the moment.
What way does the
yeah.
moral
Hi, I'm
compass
Nathan.
point?
I'm playing Butcher, and I'm the moral.
No. You are the you are that piece of
Amoral
magnetic
compass.
rock that they walk past, which draws the moral compass completely the wrong way.
I'm all right. Come on.
Yeah. All right, Rana.
Okay, I am playing Theodore, Teddy Bear Paladin, Fighter Extraordinaire, and our fun fact for the today is his favourite colour is periwinkle, but he can't say it.
How does he say it?
Peewinkle.
I
don't know, I just spouted it out.
No, that's good. It's all good. It's all canon. So last week we left off with our intrepid adventurers having, well, they started off the session atop a stone massif in the tunnels leading from Cecilia's bed in towards Underbed, where they were beset by a large horde of rat-like creatures called diggers. They then were saved from a certain death by a mysterious figure wearing a hooded bathrobe and a pair of filthy underwear. That member then revealed themselves to be Butcher's brother, Wode, who previously had been a member of the toys in Billy's room. Butcher, of course, in his normal belligerent self, just completely flat out denies that this is his brother and thinks that it's a trick or a ploy by Ken to deceive the party.
Isn't it?
I don't think it is.
Oh, God. And then from there, this brotherly figure, question mark, leads the party out of the tunnels and down a vertical cliff face with a number of pieces jutting out from the rock wall. With the deftness of a mountain goat, he leaps down, signaling for the party to follow to avoid further assailment from the creatures of Underbed. Wherein the only member of the party to gracefully make the climb down without injury was Reddy Tuxpan.
The old fart.
Everyone else,
That's
however,
because he moved so slowly.
Did not fare so well, with Butcher in particular doing his best Homer Simpson down the Springfield Gorge impersonation.
Don't.
So good.
Followed very closely, I might add, by Theodore Braveheart. Saved at the last minute by his brother with an atomic wedgie.
Boo.
They then set off across the desert plains of Underbed. And after sneaking their way into a walled city and watching the sun disappear over the horizon and the two pale moons rise, they were led to a small, two-story house amongst the decrepit buildings of Underbed City, wherein they were treated as guests by a resident pair of monsters. These two were toad-like creatures with rather large shark-like sort of grins and deep-set eyes and very pallid, dead-looking skin, named Mr. and Mrs. Tubbs. They had taken in not only Woad, but also, as it was revealed, a number of human children who had previously been snatched from their upfloor existences by the evil monsters from the realm. Keeping these children in a somewhat Anne Frank situation for several months now, the children have turned somewhat more to the flies, as it were, which was a little unsettling to the crew, but they seem to warm up to people relatively well. There was one child who remained somewhat distant, but that was mostly because he was very fresh to the family. There was an impromptu inspection by a monster called Sheriff Blag, who was a multi-limbed creature who maliciously searched through the house, and believing that he'd actually found nothing, he left. Until later on in the evening, when he returned with a rather explosive kick on the front door, bursting through with arms flailing wildly, his coat no longer atop his grey flesh, and his torso of arms reaching out in claw-like fashion. And that is where we left off at the commencement of quite an epic jump scare, if you will. So we left off with Theodore and Reddy upstairs with the children, and Butcher and Chip were both downstairs in the pantry, discussing a possible exodus from the building in order to scout them out. Unfortunately, though, they have been interrupted by this intrusion of the sheriff and two other dark-skinned creatures, both of which seem to be brandishing some sort of spiked appendage at the end of each limb.
Not attractive.
Not at all.
No. So that's where we left off, and straight away, I'll get. Thinking about it, I should have thought about this probably a bit more. So, The sheriff, he bursts through the door. It explodes inwards with a shower of splinters off its hinges. He creeps in, gripping through and ducking under the low beams until
Right,
he's
hide
towering, over Mr. and Mrs. Tubbs, who were at the time sitting comfortably in their armchairs, looking over the green lit fire that was burning in the fireplace. Seize them! Find the children! And the two dark-skinned monstrosities rush towards Mr. and Mrs. Tubbs at this stage. Mr. Tubbs springs to his feet and places a hand across the chest of Mrs. Tubbs. Not so much in a copper last feel sort of thing, but in a straight up defensive sort of maneuver, and places himself between them and her. His neck bulges as it fills a large sack under his throat with air, and he lets out a rather raucous sort of warning cry, as it were. Upstairs, the children all snap to in their bed, and their eyes are wide with fear. This is something that they have somewhat trained for, but at the time it is definitely alarming that now they have to actually go through this. The largest of the children, a young boy with the horn of floppy hair and the shaved head, brandishing basically a cricket bat with a bunch of large spikes nailed through it, quickly leaps up, grabs the shoulder of the next nearest child in the large bed, and is basically like trying to drag them, and one by one they each grab hold of the next child in the bed and they roll over, and the little one said, "Oh my god, it's actually happening!"
I don't remember it going like that, but yeah.
Teddy is definitely going to try and help out with getting them all
Same.
under and hidden.
Yep. So there's 6 children in all.
Yeah. So
Rode is currently upstairs with you as well, and from here, the eldest child, I'm just going to call him Faux Hawk for now. He basically leads the children down away from the staircase towards the back end of the bedroom, where there is a large sort of decrepit-looking bureau, and he is pushing on this bureau to try and slide it across the wall there, but he can't seem to get much purchase on it, as it were. He's obviously
I'm not getting a lot of purchase either.
Yep.
Come on, little teddy legs.
Okay, so you're jumping in there.
As
Trying to help it.
well, I was about to say, hopefully, if I saw it, I'm probably still puffed out from climbing down the trees. I will push it because I'm bigger. I can move double what most people normally can because I've got a bigger build.
Sure.
Oh, whoops, should have been athletic. Sorry, add another 3 to that,
Yeah,
so 15.
15, yep. So with the help of Ready Tuxkin,
17.
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely does it. The bureau moves across the wall swiftly, dragging across the decrepit floorboards, and you see in the side of the chalk rock wall is a large hole that has been bored out amongst the stone, and it seems to lead out and then sharply drops down into darkness.
Can I fit through said hole?
Yes.
If kids can fit through, a bear better.
Yeah, well, I'm massive. All right, I quickly stick my head and look through. What can I see?
Yep. So you can see through this hole that there is about half a meter worth of straight, and then it just drops down in a very steep sort of slide almost into darkness. You can't quite see the bottom.
I'll go with them.
Good
Okay,
idea.
so At this stage, the eldest boy basically is like gesturing for the end of the line, the youngest boy to come through. The youngest boy, who was the one that had previously spat at the feet of yourself, Teddy, quickly rushed through, brandishing his weapon, which is a length of chain from memory, and just quickly rushes through and without even looking, just like dives down into this hole and just disappears with a scraping sound into the darkness. And then from there, the other children will follow in suit or in line, one after the other. There's a short pause between each one as the eldest boy sort of counts them through. 1, 2, 3. From here, we'll cut back down to downstairs, where the first of the dark monsters, we'll call them knife hands, I guess, lunges for Mr. Tubbs. He swipes at him with his appendage.
Interesting dialect there.
But he misses on his first attack. He swings again and misses once more. From here, Mr. Tubbs puffs up his air sac and his tongue shoots out across the room towards this advancing foe. The tongue is dark and green in colour and strikes against the side of this creature's face, and with a horrible suctioning reel sound, just yanks this creature towards Mr. Tubbs. He promptly snaps down his large frog-like mouth on top of this creature's head, and you hear a sickening crunch as the bones within his skull just crack and fracture. And from there, the second dark-skinned knife-hand man, he lunges to assist, and he swipes, and he strikes against Mr. Tubbs. Mr. Tubbs, basically his knife arm comes down and pierces into Mr. Tubbs' right shoulder as he stands there chewing on the first creature's head, essentially. Mrs. Tubbs is taking a couple of steps backwards and immediately sort of snaps and thinks, "The children!" And she tries to rush for the stairs, but before she can reach the stairs, the sheriff, Blag, leaps in front of her and blocks her from the staircase. "You're not gonna get away with this!" And the sheriff... The sheriff swings one of his mighty claws at Mrs. Tubbs. Oh. He misses completely, smashing into the side of the wall, breaking a finger on his hand. He swings again with this second arm. The fingers just sort of hard fixed into a rough claw-like contraption, and smashes across Mrs. Tubbs' face. She goes down, hits the deck hard, and straight away she's unconscious. "Sort him out! I'll get them!" And he starts stalking up the stairs. From here, inside the pantry, Butcher and Chip, you both watch in astonishment as this unfolds before you. What do you do?
I say we'll let them deal with it, and then we'll just fucking walk out scot-free later.
I mean,
Yes. Hey, shh. Keep it down. How about we just stay in here with all these potatoes and let them sort it out between themselves? I don't know these guys at all. You don't know them. Let's just let them deal with themselves, and then later on, we'll go get the other two and fuck right off. That'd be great.
I mean,
Shh. Seriously.
I feel like I could take them.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna crack this door, push you out. I'm gonna stay the fucking here without the players.
That sounds like a shit idea.
I mean, I'll probably come out if you're in trouble, but you'll be right.
I don't think you will.
I am in no, so basically, over the last 10 minutes, there's a lot of puns, and I'm not in any state to fight.
Yeah, I do feel that.
Look at me. I've got lacerations on me from out of nowhere. I don't even know where I got that one.
I found the potatoes really helped.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay in here with the potatoes. If you want to go out there, that's your choice, but I'm going to shut the door behind.
I have a quick peek out the door.
Look, Chip, we don't owe anything.
Yep. So you see one of these dark-skinned creatures hanging limp from the mouth of Mr. Tubbs. The other one is just straight up, just hammering into him with his like almost like praying mantis kind of limbs, like how they jab like that.
Yeah.
But
How many
it's
are
more
there?
like
Just
more like a sword almost coming out of it. It's that sort of sharp. There's only 2 at this stage.
one
And
good
sheriff's
live or
still
one dead?
upstairs.
One of them is dead. The other one is still alive and attacking Mr. Tubbs. And you also see the sheriff stalking up the stairs towards the bedroom where the kids are.
Okay.
Alright, Chip.
Alright, I'll pull the door closed.
Yeah, good call.
I feel like Tubbs there could fuck us up if we don't help him.
Yeah, but
He has a...
he's just eating
I mean,
one.
that dude's hanging from
What
his
if he's got-
mouth.
What if he's got some
A
sort of
potato.
bloodlust? What if he's got a
What do you
bloodlust?
think's going to happen
He just
to
wants to
me?
eat us next.
He has
Who knows?
potatoes in his pantry.
We
I'm a
are
potato.
Yeah.
aliens in an alien place. We don't know these people. They're harboring children, heaps of them. Maybe we just let them go about their business. This is obviously a normal day down here in Underbed.
Golly, Chip, get your bum up here!
What the fuck was that?
Ah, love me that spare pair of ears and eyes.
God fucking damn it. I feel like there might be somebody upstairs that wants us to help.
That fingering bastard. He's going upstairs, isn't he?
He
I
is.
am. Look, I'm telling you right now, I'm in no state to fight. I mean, I'll give it a go, but I'll die.
Jay, can I hear him heading up the stairs? Because if so, I'm going to prep to throw my
Oh,
hammer
yeah.
at him.
Oh, is
Yeah,
he coming
there
up?
is-
Sorry,
there
I
is-
thought the last thing was that he was blocking what's her chops from going up.
No,
Nah,
so
knocked-
he
knocked
sort
her
of
the
leapt.
fuck out.
He leapt out and just fucking smacked her out from blocking the stairs, basically. And he's started.
Oh,
walking up
he's
the
actually
stairs now.
started. Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
if we literally hear
Um,
him, I'm grabbing the
Yeah, you
last
hear
kid
heavy.
and just pushing
heavy
him straight
footsteps.
through.
And shut the door. Yep.
Alright. Tell you
So
what, Chip.
he's not expecting us, so does that mean I get
Before-
advantage if I
before you
throw my
guys-
hammer at him?
Hang on,
Yes,
Just
slow
but
down,
asking.
before
slow
you
down,
guys
slow
do
down, slow down.
anything, okay. Before
Sorry.
you guys do anything, I want
Yep.
to finish off what's happening downstairs first,
All
please.
good.
So yeah, you guys keep thinking what you're thinking there. That's fine. So
My brain hurts.
Chip and Butcher, you both you've closed the door now. Yes.
Yeah, we're about to make our decision, I think.
Yep.
No,
Okay,
I've
cool.
got an
Continue,
idea.
please.
All right, I pull out a pair of eyes and ears and mouth from my little storage compartment.
Yep, the female ones.
Oh yes,
Yep.
this'll fix everything. I'm
Oh,
ready.
you wait. I open the door and I'm gonna sneak up behind the sheriff.
You going out there behind the sheriff?
Behind the
Holy
sheriff.
shit.
So he
All
as
right.
he's about to
Super
leave,
sneakily.
as he's leaving the
Mhm.
pantry, I sort of have my hand on his back. I'm just like, I've got your back. No matter what you do, I've got your back. Okay. And I'll go to leave with him, and then I'll just go.
I was
shut
waiting
the
for you to
door.
break the little,
Just
his
about
foldy tab bit off the back, and then you're like, I've got it. I've got his back.
Mm. Yeah. All right, cool. So Butcher is cowering in the pantry. Chip,
Not cowering.
can I get you to... All right, he is somewhat occupied, so I'll get you to roll a stealth at advantage, please.
Alrighty.
Phew, 21. Very good, sir.
Pretty good.
So yeah, you managed to make it across the floor, sort of skirting around this this fight that's happening between Mr. Tubbs and the last of his dark-skinned henchmen, and you are now standing behind the sheriff as he starts stalking up the stairs, limbs sort of outstretched and just yeah. And you're sort of standing there next to Mrs. Tubbs' head at this stage, sort of placing a hand on her head, just sort of double checking to make sure she's still alive.
Okay. So I want to use my ulti.
Oh, here we
Whoa.
go.
I want to
Nice.
gonna brainstorm a little bit. I want to. So I've got my eyes, my ears, and my mouth in my hand. I want to
Yeah.
jump up and kind of plunge all of them into the sheriff's head.
That's fucked
And
up.
Right.
attempt to essentially take over
Oh shit!
sheriff
Wait,
for a little bit.
Does the sheriff become like a
Okay.
potato head? That's incredible.
Okay, so would you say that this is a charm or...
You could.
Ooh.
I'd say it'd be an ultimate charm, if
Give me
anything.
2 seconds.
Hmm.
Oops.
Charm or
Because he is immune to charm.
All right. Well, it could be this then. Hang on.
Could we call it a hostile takeover?
I like that word.
You could. I'm just wondering the mechanics. I'm just trying to think about the mechanics of it.
Well,
like it's obviously
my
not a permanent thing. It would be like a
so many rounds worth.
before turn kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. I will allow it. And if you could roll me a d4. And that'll determine how many rounds as such. Okay, so 3 rounds. So, yep. Unbelievably, you managed to climb your way up the back of this grey-skinned creature, grabbing purchase on his butt cheeks, spreading them apart and hoiking yourself up there. And you, with your eyes, ears, nose and mouth, just fucking into the back of his head, essentially forming a Mr. Potato face on the back of this bald head. It looks quite comical, but
Hello!
also this is serious. And and straight away it speaks, and you just see the sheriff as he's crawling up the stairs here. He just sort of pauses and starts sort of. and he just stands still.
I like it. Let's go this way! And I turn around and I go back down the
Yep.
stairs.
Okay, so you're walking back down the stairs.
Are you talking as the sheriff?
No,
Nah,
so
it's my boss.
the sheriff is just blank, but you just hear this tiny little face in the back of his head. So he's actually walking backwards, and it's the Mr. Potato Head leading him.
Sick.
That's the way I picture it. Anyway.
Gross.
I like it.
Oh
I'm gonna
shit! While you're doing that, walking him back down the stairs, the dark-skinned knife-handy man, praying mantis fella, he just critted on Mr. Tubbs. So let me just roll a D100. What's he going to get? 92. Holy shit. Alright, so Mr. Tubbs receives this massive blow across the face, and the arm splits open his forehead. Green blood just sprays across the room and sort of cascades down across his eyes, and he drops this now dead creature from his mouth, and he's like stumbling back, somewhat blinded by the blood that is in his hand. He now has minuses to his attacks and skills because of this. So he's somewhat stunned / blinded by this blood now, sort of cascading down into his eyes. And with that, the praying mantis man launches his second attack. You would not believe this. He just rolled a fucking 20 again.
See you
That
later,
is
Mr.
What a
Tubbs.
legend.
two natural 20s in a
Mr.
row.
Tubbs is fucked.
Holy fuck.
Mr. Tubbs, that's his name.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah, it's Mr. Tubbs.
straight up with the other appendage just rakes it across Mr. Tubbs' throat. A large wound just opens up, blood spurts from his neck hole, and he drops to his knees, clutching at his eyes and at his neck. And falls face first, with blood pooling around his now still body.
Oh, damn. What else is in this cupboard other than potatoes?
A couple of onions, a sack of flour, basic condiments, a few jars of preserves. I don't know. It's a fucking monster cupboard. There's a tub of grave ox. I don't know.
Excellent. The classic tub of nothing.
Yeah,
It's a nondescript pantry, mate.
that's the word. Nondescript. It's super nondescript. No, you do find in there a broom, and there is also a few sort of sprigs of certain spices and stuff like chilies and sage and that sort of stuff. They're obviously somewhat demented looking, considering the location you find yourself to be in, but you can kind of gauge what they are based off their shape and stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, but it's all like, adjacent.
Oh, my favourite.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Back upstairs.
Bum, bum.
You two are helping ferry these children down through the hole. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, literally find the kid at the end of the line and just put my big paw on him and just kind of push him with all the others into said hole.
Okay. So all the children are now down through this hole and it is just you two and Wode standing in the top bedroom there.
All right, first of two parodies coming my way. Theodore,
Yes.
keep them secret, keep them safe.
Am I going with them? Okay.
I think that's best.
Boing.
Leave me a
I
breadcrumb.
forgot them.
Leave me a trail. And
Oh,
then
okay.
I slide the bookcase as I'm sliding it. I just look back at Wode. Is he doing anything?
I'm glad
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
I'm glad you added on "Leave me a trail" because Teddy was thinking, I don't have breadcrumbs. I don't have bread.
You got chalk.
Yeah, I have chalk.
Don't
have
and
bread.
I slide the bookcase back over like it ain't anything, and then come out to the stairs.
All right, so you're at the top of the stairs.
So can I see this whole whatever's
So
going on?
you're basically looking down that broken staircase now, and you can sort of see some shadows playing against the bottom of the staircase there. But you see Mrs. Tubbs lying unconscious on the floor, and you hear like a, and that's it.
If anyone was cleric. I clack my Lego knuckle dusters together and shout out, "You shall not pass!" And I cast Bane at level 2.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
So both Fingerman, which now looks crazy to me because I can see fucking potato bits stuck in it, and main praying mantis thing. No, it's fucking me up. Both roll the 1d4. Hang on, I'll bring it up on the thing. When they roll to hit, they minus 1d4 from the roll.
Roger.
And then I get ready to fucking...
Okay. How many turns does that go for?
Oh, shit.
One action.
10? Concentration for up to a minute, so 10 turns if I can keep my concentration going. I'll keep track of that. All good.
Okay. Cool. So back down the stairs now, and Chip, you are in control of the sheriff, Blag, and you are now sort of awkwardly moonwalking this creature through the downstairs lounge room, as it were.
Yep.
Whereabouts are you now positioned? Did you hang on to the back of his head, so you just like face to face with your own little body parts screaming at each other?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But I'll jump down. I don't need to be up there anymore.
Okay, cool. So you drop down, and you're now basically standing at the foot of Mrs. Tubbs, who is still unconscious at this stage. And the creature is now sort of backwards walking towards the middle of the room where the body of Mr. Tubbs lays, and the knife hands is currently standing.
Okay. I'm going to go and punch the knife hands in an effort to provoke him.
Okay. So
This rogue out of nowhere.
It's pretty good because I was expecting like a fucking back slap or something from Chip. Not this.
Yep. So. Oh, hang on. So he has to make a saving throw, a charisma saving throw.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, good point. They both need to make charisma saving throws. DC
Okay,
14. So D20 plus their wisdom modifier.
Right. Let me just pull up his
Sorry,
sheet.
should have told you that beforehand.
Plus 0. So Blag rolled a 17.
So that's a pass.
So that's a pass. So
Yep, he's not affected.
he's not affected by your bane. The other than bloke, definitely was affected.
Yep.
Okay. So Blag swings a meaty claw at this shadowy skinned figure, but misses over the top of its head. As he does stand a couple of feet taller than him. He swings again with his second attack, again missing, mostly because his arms don't fully go around behind him that well at this stage, because he is technically walking backwards.
That's okay. The intention is just to provoke the other one.
Yeah. So the other one responds to this. He's like, What are you doing?
Bring it, bitch!
Sheriff? What's happened to you? Sheriff?
It's at this moment that he's fully distracted. Butcher's just going to come blasting out of the pantry with a big sack of flour. And just belt him like straight across the face with flour.
Who are you belting?
Oh, this knife hand, dude.
Okay.
Like straight right. Kisser.
Alright. Roll to attack then.
I'll rage before I do it, but yes. What do you want?
Yeah,
Just
there you
like my two-handed.
Or if anything, it'll
Yeah,
be
give
a
me a
D20 plus
two-handed.
strength modifier.
Oh.
It's essentially a chair, but flour, isn't it?
my
It
chair,
is,
but
but
flour.
because he
Just give it to me as if-
he doesn't
just
get
give me-
proficiency bonus, that's all.
Yeah, just give me your chair minus your proficiency.
So minus 2. So whatever this is, minus 2. Oh, you bastard.
Swing and a miss. Butcher.
I'm gonna frenzy! I'm gonna frenzy!
Alright.
Roar!
Alright.
Natty 20,
Another
I'm calling
attack
it.
with it.
Fuck!
Come on. Come on.
Cunt! I'm gonna bring this whole house down in a second.
Wanna-
That's perfect.
Burn an inspo.
No,
Butcher
it's safe.
kicks through the door, runs out, bag of flour across his shoulder. Ah! Fuck! Misses both times.
Big trail of
Anyone who's
flour.
watching,
There is a fine mist of flour in the air now, between
plan
this
all
dark-skinned creature and the sheriff. Both of them look down, spying this diminutive action figure just swinging a bag of flour.
fucking take.
The praying mantis dude swipes at you with one of his appendages. Roll a 16. What's your AC?
And minus 1d4.
Minus 1.
Minus 1d4. So 15.
Still hits.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Was plus...
Fucking hell, which is such a plum.
He deals 14 damage. So
Sort of
he
damage.
sees you. Sorry, that was 14
Piercing? Slashing?
slashing. So he deals you 14 slashing damage. Sees this little guy. Fuck!
Oh, bitch. Stop moving around so much. Ow.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Potato, back to you, sir.
Okay, that plan failed. So the dead knife man on the floor.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn around. The sheriff.
Yep.
I'm going to prop his knife in an upward kind of direction,
Mhm.
and I'm going to fall on it.
Okay, give me a dex check at disadvantage, please.
I would love to know what the still alive praying mantis thing is thinking. Like,
Goodbye, world.
he's like, the fuck is. Like, he's. What were you doing? Who the hell is this? What are you doing over there?
15.
15. Okay.
Goodbye, world.
The sheriff, as you say it, grabs the arm of this deceased knife creature, props it up against the ground there with the knife edge pointing upwards, with his Mr. Potato face stamped into the back of its head, staring directly into the eyes of this other, we'll call him a bailiff, I guess you'd say, or a deputy, just stares directly into the eyes of this other guy who's just swiped down at Butcher, who was swinging a sack of flour at him. Total confusion on this creature's face now, and the Mr. Potato Head face in the back of his head gleams in his eye and says,
Bye-bye!
he falls backwards or forwards, depending on which way you're looking at him, onto this this sharp appendage. Holy fuck.
Dungeons and Dragons, everyone.
And it deals him 15 points of damage.
Stacks on.
Oh, fuck. Let me just calculate this for a second here. Just want to make sure he's going to live. Let's fucking calculator. Terrible at maths. Okay, so the blade of this appendage pierces through his thigh, as it were, and dark grey blood jets out from the open wound, and then starts to coagulate around the blade.
Oh, fuck.
Awesome.
Ready, sir.
All right, I'm gonna jump down and flank the one Butcher's tackling. Are you still up and a moving?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweet. Oh, that's fucking poo. 14 and 8 to hit.
The 14 hits, the 8 does not.
I tickle him for 5 points of damage.
Yep.
Let me just
So
quickly.
you come in and smash him in the shin, and he sort of buckles a little bit, and sort of stands back up from there, like totally like bewildered by the
All right, and I'm gonna. I don't know how to roleplay this one. I want to cast Healing Word on Butcher. I don't have a mouth. I can't spit blue
so
tack.
in order to do that, you would need to take out your little hobby kit and physically.
Well, it is.
lay a
Yeah. Well, Healing Word can be done at range. That's why it's so.
Oh, okay. Well, in
weak.
that case, then you could take out like a roll of sticky tape or something and chuck it to him. That would be.
Yeah, that'll loot. Oh,
Okay.
oh no, I don't have a. I was about to say if I had a stapler, I could just get him at range. It's going to be weak, but hopefully it'll keep going. Oh, 8 points of healing. Fucking bosh.
Points of healing. Okay. And is that that's your turn, correct?
Yes, that's me done.
Okay, cool. Back to Chip. Correction.
Is this
Butcher.
my butcher?
Sorry. Yep.
Butcher?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. I'm gonna. Forgetting that I have real weapons, I'm just gonna keep wailing with this, like, stack of flour.
Sure.
So 16 to hit. And it'll do
16
whatever.
does hit.
It'll do whatever a sack of flour damages. And then
Yeah.
frenzy.
This sack of flour just comes careening through the air as you just and you follow it, and it pulls you off the ground towards this creature's face, and it turns and it sees it coming up towards it after having just been buckled in the knee by Reddy's blow with the knuckle dusters. It looks and it sees this sack of flour coming at its face with such speed and force, and that is the last thing it sees.
Yeah.
As this sack of flour caves in its face and it falls to the ground with the flour embedded in its skull. Butcher standing atop it, one arm still grasping onto the end of the sack, the other arm posing.
Fucking knew its weakness all along. It's flour. Every time. I've got this
Chip.
place sorted.
Is this turn 3 or was that last turn?
This will be turn 3.
Okay.
Did your
Okay.
work?
Alright, I'm going to use my arms.
Mhm.
I'm going to grab this this knife that's kind of sticking out of my thigh.
Mhm.
I'm just going to pull my knee up towards my chest.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Oh, it's
No,
not
is
a
this-
strong suit.
Is this the strength of the monster? Shitty.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. No, we'll go with Chip's strength because he's controlling the creature as such.
That was a 15.
15. Yeah, that's not enough to have to achieve that. So you're pulling on this knee, but it doesn't really want to budge. It's just sort of staying put at this stage.
Okay. I can still move as shit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright, so
yeah,
if I'm using his hand to kind of have my knee up, like kind of in that prone position, I just can't pull it up towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run at its foot as hard as I can and just use my shoulder to try and like hit it to try and get that jerking motion into his chest.
Athletics then, with advantage because he is prone.
That was an 8.
Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. So you run headlong into this large, bare foot and just sort of bounce off it and hit the ground on your bum.
Fuck. Okay, that's me.
Okay.
tried.
Yeah, we'll go to. Who was it? Bloody Ready.
All right.
I'm probably mucking up the order.
That's all right. I go running over to whatever this fiasco is with all the fingers and just start pounding into it.
Okay.
It is still moving and kicking, isn't it?
Well, not so much because Chip is in control of it.
But yeah, it is kicking, like as in it's breathing and it's alive.
Yep. All right. 13 and 15 to hit. Or is it at advantage because it's on the ground?
Alright.
Because it's advantage.
Oh, I'll just roll twice more. So that'll be a 13 and a 15. Yeah.
Neither of them hit.
Sorry?
Well, they do hit, but they glance.
Okay.
They may hit, but they glance straight off its thick hide.
Butcher, I think we need more flour.
It's their only true weakness. I'm coming. There's heaps in the cupboard.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Whose
From
turn?
here over to yourself, Mr. Butcher.
Just gonna leg it to the cupboard, grab another couple of sacks of flour, under my new presumption that these monsters die to flour. And I'm gonna just run up, just leaping jump, just whoosh. I'll drop one on my way at Reddy's feet, and then I'll just jump up, just trying to slam down on this thing with all my force, just smacking it with
Yep.
some flour.
Yep.
So dumb, but it's so funny.
All right. So we'll say that getting the flower takes you in action.
Okay.
And 22. Yep. So you deal 12 bludgeoning damage to the creature. Where exactly do you hit it?
12. It's just fucking
Yeah.
flour. I just belt it like right across.
Oh, hang on.
its-
Is that minus your proficiency or?
Yeah,
oh,
minus,
proficiency
minus
doesn't come to damage, so he's all right.
It'll be 20.
Okay. Cool.
20 to hit, and then
Yeah, that hits.
it's whatever damage you want for the flour, because really it's just flour.
No, we'll leave it at 12. That's fine. It's
Jesus.
fairly
Yeah.
compact in the sack.
Right,
So, yeah,
right in the kisser.
Yeah. So you bring it down on these large shark-like teeth, and at this stage it causes him to sort of snap back, and he smacks the back of his head on the floor.
Yeah.
And Chip, because of this, I will get you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
10.
10. And
Not my best effort.
what is that? 10. Yep. Okay. The creature suddenly and starts to straighten up. He reaches to the back of his head, rips out your face or your face components from the back of its scalp. Looks at him in its hand and just stares down at you as it crushes them in its tight grip.
I'm backing it up.
The creature braces itself with its many appendages and lifts itself up off of the impaling knife arm of the
he's a-
creature underneath.
He's a big fucking guy.
And he stands upright over all three of you now.
Oh, same bigger.
You
We're just here for a job. You know of anything going?
Pause for effect. And
He swings
Oh god damn it.
a meaty
Oh, dear.
claw down upon you, Butcher.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah boy.
because of your size, he misses with the first swing. Swinging again.
What a big fucking guy this one. Oh shit.
Swinging again.
Oh shit.
He smacks down on you like a human swatting a fly.
Oh shit.
And 7 to hit. Shit. Uh, 2d8. So he deals 11 points of slashing damage as he just brings his hand down and top you. Insect.
Oh, that
This
was
guy's quite big, isn't he? He's a big fucking guy.
He's a big.
Watch it hit. It's like a little one though.
From here, I will get everyone in the room with him to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man.
Oh,
I mean, that's my speciality.
yeah, this is gonna be garbage.
Oh, that's a 3.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Solid 5.
Strong 3 though.
Each of you now are frightened for 1 minute.
Yeah.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, which will effectively end the fright that is now gripping your body. Cool.
I decline.
So
Yep.
having seen this, the sheriff now just reef this its leg up off this appendage and just swat down at Butcher, just smashing into him with his meaty claw. And standing over you now, towering menacingly, you all just feel icy, cold fear gripping within your plastic and plush innards.
I don't like this.
Yeah, no, I think so. Time to
Mr.
go.
Ready, it's your turn, sir.
My turn. Hmm. Shit. So what does Frighten do? Sorry, it's disadvantage to attacks, isn't it? Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. It is a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while in the source of fear and can't willingly move closer to the source. All right.
You're all basically standing on top of the thing anyway.
Yeah, I turn to Butcher and shout out, Butcher, we need to do something and we need to do it now. And I give him a bardic inspiration.
All right. Cool.
Oh, well, that's my turn doing that.
Yep,
And then do you get to try and break the frightened condition
Oh,
at
good
the end of your
point.
turn?
Sorry, thank
Yes.
you. Yep. Please, fucking please.
Hope Teddy's having a good time.
14.
Still scared shitless. We'll go with Butcher with your bardic inspo.
Yep. I disengage and run for the pantry.
Very well. Drops the flour sack. I'm out.
Hopefully that's created a smoke screen for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I'll actually, that's a good idea. I'll blast it at my own feet, just like trying to like puff up the whole room. Then I'm just gonna like a ninja, just fucking disappear. But I'm just going straight for the pantry.
Sure. I'll get you to roll a d20, please,
Oh, what for?
to see how big this cloud is.
Okay. there's no flour left. I just throw a sack on the ground.
You throw the sack on the ground, screaming "Ninja!" But nothing happens. It's just like an empty cotton sack, just flops onto the ground. This creature just looks at you, sort of incredulously, as you like, and toddle off into the pantry. The door closing behind, and
I'll,
you just hear faintly from inside the pantry.
idiots out there. I knew I should have stayed in here. I'll try and break my frightened condition.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Wisdom.
With
Yes, you are no longer frightened.
I'll keep my bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you're no longer frightened.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
still gonna make like a thought though.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, so you can spend your next action building a potato fort. Sure. From here, we'll quickly cut scene to Teddy. So, Teddy, you find yourself sliding down this huge tunnel through the chalkstone walls of the building, and you find yourself stopping hard, boom, up against a large slab of more stone, essentially at the base of the tunnel. It's almost like you've hit the foundation rock.
It's a death pit.
From there, you feel warm hands reaching out, grabbing you around your arm, and it pulls you out into the cobblestone streets. And it's the younger child who had originally spat at your feet.
Aw.
Okay. Okay. That was interesting. Slip and slides are fun. Did they tell you where to go next?
The younger boy nods and gestures to the older boy, who's now sort of got the rest of the kids in a close huddle. And says, okay, we know what to do. We've planned for this. We've rehearsed this. We've got to run out, get out of the city walls, and head for the forest. It's going to be dangerous. Stay close. Stay quiet. Eventually, Mum and Dad Tubbs will come and find us again. Just like last time, okay? We're good? We're good? One of the kids is like...
I give him a little hug.
He shrugs you off a little bit, and
It's okay. I still care.
And the elder boy looks at you. He's like, coming too?
Yep, I'm here to make sure you guys stay safe.
Keep your head down. Stick at the back. Make sure we don't lose anyone.
Will do.
And he leads off down the street, checking to make sure nobody else is around. And you guys duck and weave your way through the dark corners of the street, leading towards the drainage. Back in the room. Oh, sorry. Yep.
I'd say I'd count the kids off, but I'm counting them off using either names or that I've heard or their weapons, because again I can't count.
Yeah. Okay. So the names that you've heard already were Francis.
Yep.
And then there's Fohawk, who seems to be the elder boy, the leader. There is a kid with a length of chain. There's a kid with a totem tennis pole with barbed wire where the string used to be.
Yep.
There is a kid with a 10-pin bowling pin.
Yep.
And there is a kid with a set of Hulk hands.
Yep.
And
There was 6? 7.
yeah, 6.
Yep. Okay,
And
that's
of course
enough for...
Yeah, and then of course there's the cricket bat with the nails through it, and the chair leg and so on.
Cool.
I probably should. Anyway, so yeah, moving back to the room now. Butcher, you have just departed the room, leaving Reddy and
Get
Chip,
more flour.
leaving Reddy and Chip standing beneath this towering beast, who turns and eyes them with complete malice in its shark-like grin across its blank face.
I continue backing it up.
With a wide open maw, it lunges and snaps down at Reddy. Does a 15 hit?
Reddy's got bugger all
Okay,
armor.
so the first snap just misses your fur. The second bite, as it lunges further again, stretching out on its arms, almost somewhat propelling itself forward, it snaps again and grips hold of your arm, and it will deal 6 plus 4. And it deals you 15 damage. You feel its jagged teeth grip into the fur and bite down through, serrating into the cotton beneath. You can feel the jaw close and clamp down on your limb and lock in as it grips your arm.
I quickly, I say quickly, I let out like a as it bites in me, and I cough up a bit of stuffing.
Yep. The stuffing sort of bounces off the side of its head. Yeah, as I'm sure you retaliate. Give me those retaliatory blows, if you will.
13 and 14.
Not enough.
Damn it.
Sorry. And Chip, you're seeing this happen. You've seen this creature lunge forward and just bite straight through Reddy's arm. And he's like, flailing against this thing, but doesn't seem to be doing any damage.
Yep. Well, I'm silently shitting myself.
Oh, yeah, whoops, sorry. I got to just roll a wisdom.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
18!
18, you are no longer afraid of it.
Yeah, no shit, 'cause I'm in an incredible amount of pain!
Pain is blinding your fear right now. Chip.
Alright, I'm going to continue backing away towards the stairs.
So are you moving or are you disengaging?
Disengaging.
Very good.
And yeah, just slowly backing it up.
Cool. Okay, from here it is now the creature's turn again.
I'll do my roll.
Unless Butcher, you've got anything to add?
Yeah. I'm let's see what Chip rolls.
Shit, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Still terrified.
Butcher's gonna straighten his sheriff's hat.
Mhm.
Straighten his like sheriff's badge. He's gonna walk out and just like walk through what I imagine the kitchen, the dining room, straight to the front door.
Yep.
He's gonna open the front door.
Oh, it's,
And he'll
it's off
say,
its hinges, man.
Hey,
It's off its hinges. Remember, it exploded inwards.
he lifts up the door, puts it back on, then opens it.
Yep.
And he says, "All right, lads, exit this way. I'm gonna have some words with this freakish 4,000 fingered creature. Go on, off you get now."
Reddy sort of tries to step away, but he's held in place by the arms. Just a second.
Chip happily walks out.
And obviously, if the lads can get out, Butcher will stand in the way of between the creature and the lads after the lads escape.
Okay. So we'll say that, Chip, you were backing away, moving around towards the front door anyway, because it was a clear exit route.
Yeah.
Reddy, you're still gripped in its jaws at this stage.
So I'll try to break free next turn.
Yep. So he's going to continue to bite down on your arm. It's a 14 hit.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
I just quietly have a nap.
And he deals.
I'm down.
10 plus 4, 14 damage. So again, he's just like
down.
soaring now. His jaw almost goes side to side as he soars through your arm.
Jesus.
And it's now hanging by a single thread.
All right, mate, that's enough now.
And
pull up a chair to kitchen.
You go down. So you see.
I was only on 3 hit points.
Oh, fuck. Both Chip and Butcher, you both see Reddy like as the arm flops down in its jaw and Reddy goes limp.
Alright, I'll say to him, as I obviously see Reddy go down. Alright, mate, you've made your point. Let me buds go free. Let me heal him. Let's have a chat. What do you need? What do you want? You come in here and murdered these guys, the Tubbs and Co. You know, we've offed your deputies. Fair's fair. Let's call it a day, huh? What do you need? What can we give you for no more bloodshed?
Oh, there will be bloodshed.
Let's call a parlay.
Let's call an undertaker.
Come on, mate. Don't be
He
like that.
He rushes towards you.
Oh, god damn it. Right. And where's Chip going?
Chip was making his way towards the door, so he's sort of ignoring Chip, sort of just like lunging forward past Chip to reach out at you with his many hands.
Alright. Before he reaches me, I'm just gonna say, I've got the location of children if you want.
He grabs you in his big paw and sort of lifts you up eye to eye with him.
We make a deal. Me and my friends walk free, and I'll give you the location of where the kids went.
So, you're a businessman, are you?
Oh yeah, I do all sorts of business all the time.
What's to stop me from biting that little head off and going and getting the children from myself.
Not a lot, but you don't know where they went. It's going to take you time. Now, if we help you
I
out,
have eyes and ears all over the city.
yeah, but you don't have eyes and ears. You don't have eyes and ears everywhere. You got lots of eyes and ears, but you don't have them everywhere. You got lots of fucking fingers, I'll tell you that.
So,
Me, my friends, let me just go down there and heal up my friend. And then we'll discuss terms.
no tricks.
Look, they call me the butcher. What sort of butcher does tricks?
Give me a persuasion
Piss and shit.
with... Yeah, just a straight persuasion.
Come on, man. Oh, I've got that bardic inspiration.
I'll
Hang
say
on,
you've
hang on.
got D6 as well.
Let's go. Fuck!
Classic butcher.
I'm about to burn on me inspos here, boy.
He's not buying it. He's like, I think not. I think I snap your little neck. Gotta get the kids myself.
I mean, you could do that. Absolutely. And I mean, why wouldn't you? But you could have some inside agents from up above working for you.
I already have agents in the up floor. And
What's
I
his name?
already have your girl.
It's fucking Ken, isn't it? God damn.
I already have your girl. So what more use do I have of you?
Hey, what else do you want? You could get Billy too. Imagine that. Siblings down here. Whoa.
Oh, I'll get Billy anyway.
Fair enough. You might as well just bite my head off then.
Billy.
You won't. You won't do it. Go on. I dare you.
Do it. Do it.
He throws you hard up against the wall.
Hey! Told you you wouldn't.
With
That's all he
that,
needs.
though,
Confirmation.
oh my god, he critted.
Piss and shit.
So as you...
I'll burn one inspo to make him re-roll that one, please, sir, please.
Okay.
If you roll another 20, I'll be so mad.
I'll be so stoked. Nah, you roll a 6. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage as you slam up against the wall and slide down onto the ground. He stalks out the door, just and
I get
lunges
up.
off
I'm
into
so-
the darkness.
Yeah. Told you he wouldn't. And I'll just sort of like, kind of almost on my deathbed, like limp over to ready to try and stabilize. You ready for this?
Maybe.
This could go any way, buddy. As I'm like, imagine a raging wrestler with a nice sheriff's hat. I gotcha.
Oh, he's gone and done it.
Just roll him on his side.
Yeah, recovery position. Reddy coughs up a tuft of dark-looking cotton. Stumbles back into consciousness.
My arm.
I got you, mate. It's all right. I took care of it. I scared him off.
I'd just sort of like bleary, one-eyed glance around the room.
Shit kind of helped. He stood in the corner. He was all right. But I fucking scared him off. I told him he wouldn't do it. You know what he did? He didn't do it. What a pussy. Exactly.
Theodore, where's
I,
Theodore?
I sort of put ready, as best as I can, like in the sort of like, over my shoulders, and I sort of asked Chip to come over and give me a hand because he's fucking massive. Well, let's get him upstairs into our bed, and I'm gonna have a fucking nap too. And we'll
No, I gotta find Theodore.
we'll get Teddy. We'll get Teddy later. It's all right.
Cutscene back to Theodore currently fleeing through the darkness with
Yeah.
the children. So you guys are bouncing between cover to cover, shadow to shadow, as you hear from somewhere amongst the streets, and you hear a scuttling, crawling sort of sound, marauding through the various streets as you make your way through.
Six,
through the
Nathan.
back down through the ladder one by one, and you find
Oh,
yourself
thanks, mate.
There'll be another one coming.
in the same place that you entered the city from, where the grate is now. The eldest boy is at the front. He's heaving on this metal grate, trying to open it. You still hear from somewhere behind in the streets.
I am going to get my hammer in one hand and my sword in the other so that I can either meet up a close-up foe or a far away foe and just try and figure out exactly where he's coming from.
Okay. So from there, the eldest boy is still struggling with this grate. Teddy, help!
Okie dokie!
So he calls you over to the grate. He's almost got it up high enough for the kids to start sneaking
Oh,
under.
Christ. I'm just going to try and jam myself there. Use myself as a squeaky mast.
We'll just say you do it there. So you're holding up this grate with him, and the kids are sort of starting to sneak down through between your legs and his, one by one. It's slow going at this stage. And from there, one's out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and the young boy's like, "All right, you ready to go?"
Yeah. You go, and I'll jump with you.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, and all of a sudden, a grey hand reaches down into the drainage, grabs the boy by his torso. A second hand comes in, grabs him again around the chest, and yanks him up into the street. You buckle under the weight of the grate, and it almost shoots you out into the desert that surrounds the city wall, where you sort of fall backwards into a pile of the other children who've just emerged from the trickle.
No.
You hear the sheriff and this boy struggling with each other, and the sheriff's like, "Back to the ghouls you go." And the boy's screaming, "No, you didn't know!" And his cries peter out as he gets further and further away. The whole time you're sitting there just and that is where we'll leave it for tonight.
They need fuck on a truck.
Good one.
That was a very good one.
Sweet. All right. Another episode down, and bit of a cliffhanger for the next week. So, guys, excellent work tonight. I just want to say, excellent work on all parts. In line with that, send me through your player votes for best on field or best role player, if you will. Anyone in the chat on Twitch on the stream there, send us through your votes for who you think was the best role player for the night, who had the most awesome moment, who embodied their character the best, who was the funniest, who was the most belligerent. Who cares? Just who's your favorite character from tonight's episode? Send them through, and that player will receive an ulti. The votes are in from our players. Not an ulti, sorry. They'll receive an inspo, which can lead to an ulti.
OT.
No, they. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So at this stage we have drum roll, please. Ready Tuxpin receives
Hey.
the player vote for tonight.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Ready Tuxpin.
Nice.
Jot yourself down with another inspiration.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session. There was absolutely 1% planning put into tonight's episode.
Yeah, boy.
The only thing I really did any sort of prep for was designing the sheriff. Howie fought.
Nice.
Nice.
Moral
Yeah.
Moral compass.
So, do we have anything
nice.
from the chat or
Nope, she's all quiet.
all quiet? Well, you'll catch us anyway on YouTube
There's
once
people
these
in there.
episodes move out there. Anyway, otherwise you can send your vote in through any of our social media accounts. We're on Facebook, Instagram, possibly still Twitter. Not sure.
It exists. It's a thing.
But we're still putting the episodes up on the YouTube on a weekly basis as well. So if you didn't catch it live, you can always catch it there, and also catch up on previous episodes that you may have missed. We've got the whole season of Underbed on there so far, or whole mini-series of Underbed so far, and it's been pretty wild so far, which I'm really loving.
All of the, I think there's 18 episodes of Flight of the Seagull Trash Bin.
Yes.
And
yep.
two
And
one-offs. Yeah, Fallout and
Gardening Australia.
Cobalt Alone and 20s for Days visits Fallout 17?
17, yep.
Fallout 17, sorry. Yeah. So they're up there.
Cool. We've got a few more things in the pipeline coming up as well. Once Underbed wraps up in the next couple of episodes, roughly. More on that will come out through our socials as well. So stay tuned to that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
All the good shit.
Follow all that good business. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like, and then we'll probably only do half of that because we're all busy people with busy lives. And we just love to role play anyway on a Monday night.
That's how we do.
That's how we do. Anyway, that's us for another week. Join in next week, or tune in next week. Join in if you want to. We're all inclusive. For another thrilling installment in the Underbed miniseries. Can they find Cecilia? Can they save Cecilia? Can they save the rest of these children? What will happen to Fauxhawk, who is now in the grips of...
Most importantly, can Butcher save everyone?
Can Butcher sell everyone out?
Was that ever on Butcher's to-do list?
Look, I'm more impressed he came back out of the pantry. That was a win-win for me. I'm like, holy shit, he's coming back!
I was frightened when I went there.
Yeah.
Guys, there's like a whole jar of biscuits in here.
You found the courage
All I want to know is the big bad evil guy really woed? Because he didn't come down and fucking help us fight. He was up there.
I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, I know. But it's all canon now. Fucking Woad. It's not really Woad. It's Ken in disguise.
It's Ken. It's definitely Ken.
Anyway, that's enough skepticism, not skepticism, bloody. Anyway, that's enough from us for the week. See you all next time. Tune in, same
Bye,
time,
guys.
same place.
Be well.
See ya.
See yous.
Hey, y'all.
That it?
Is that it?
Is that it?